The Runaway Wok. One Chinese New Year's Eve, a poor couple sent their son Ming to the market. "Trade these last few eggs for a bag of rice," said Mama Zhang. "Then we can make some stir-fried rice to share with the neighbours." "It won't be much of a celebration this year," said Papa Zhang with a sigh. "You would think, working for Mr. Li, the richest man in Beijing, we would have enough to invite everyone over for the New Year's feast." Ming hurried off. It saddened him to see his hard-working parents being cheated by the greedy Mr. Li. As he walked, he daydreamed about what a real feast would be like and how nice it would be to have just one new toy to share with his friends. A small old man stopped Ming near the market. "Hello, son. I see you have some eggs there. I will trade you this wok for them." "No," said Ming. "I need rice. Beside, your wok is rusted and it has no handle." Just then the wok sang out, "Boy, boy, trade for me. I am more than what you see." Ming has never heard a wok sing. He thought, "This wok is magic. If it can sing, it must be able to do other amazing things." So he made the trade. The old man walked away laughing happily to himself. Ming's mom wasn't happy. "Why did you trade for this battered old wok? What are we going to cook in it?" Before Ming could answer, the wok sang out, "Mother, make me shine so bright, and you shall have food to share tonight." "See, Mama," said Ming, "it's a special wok." "Let's do what it says," said Papa Zhang. "We're all hungry." So Mama Zhang washed and polished the wok until it sparkled. Then she set it on the table. To their surprise, it rolled off the table and out of the door. "Where are you going?" cried Mama Zhang. "Skippity hoppity ho, to the richest man's wife I go," sang the wok, and it briskly hopped down the road. The wok skipped all the way to the Lai kitchen. Mrs. Lai was watching the servants prepare their New Year's feast for her family. The wok plopped down on the counter. "Where did this come from?" asked Mrs. Lai. No one knew. "Well, put it to good use," she ordered. "It will make a nice serving bowl." So the servants put in the wok, best of stir-fried rice and pork dumplings. There was still room for more, so they added noodles and ginger fish. Yet still there was room for more. "Keep filling it," commanded Mrs. Lai. "I must go change for the party." No sooner had the servants set the last bit of food in the wok than he jumped out of the window. "Skippity hoppity ho, to the poor man's house I go," sang the wok as it went down the road, brimming with delicious food. The family could hardly believe their eyes. They happily removed the food and set up a big feast. As soon as it was empty, the wok rolled out to the courtyard. "Where are you going?" cried Ming. "Skippity hoppity ho, to the rich man's son I go," sang the wok as it galloped away. The wok caught up with the rich man's son, Lan, at the market, who thought he had many toys. Though he had many toys, he never shared them with other children. The wok blocked the road in front of him. "What's this?" wondered Lan. "I could use it to hold all of my toys." And without bothering to find the owner, the boy grabbed the wok. Lan bought fireworks, toy dragons, cymbals and drums. He put them into the wok, and there was still room for more. So he bought lanterns, yo-yos and kites. Finally his arms grew tired and he headed home. When Lan arrived home, he put down the wok and went to find his mother. No sooner had he turned his back than the wok hopped away. "Skippity hoppity ho, to the poor man's house I go." Ming bounced with joy as he emptied the wok. "There are enough toys here for all of my friends," he said. The wok rolled over to the door and out of their courtyard. Once again, "Where are you going?" cried Ming. "Skippity hoppity ho, to the rich man's house I go," sang the wok as it spun down the road. The wok arrived at Mr. Lie's shop just as he was counting the money he had cheated out of the poor people of Beijing. It leaped through the window and landed on the counter in front of him. "Well, here's a nice pot to hold my money," Mr. Lai put handful after handful of gold coins into the wok, and there was still room for more. He dragged out a bag from under his counter and put all those coins into it too. No sooner had Mr. Lai emptied the last of his coins into the wok than it jumped out the window. "Skippity hoppity ho, to the poor man's house I go." It went down the road, all the way back with all the money safe inside. Ming and his parents danced with delight. They invited all the poor people in Beijing to their New Year's feast. Mama served the food, Papa divided the coins, and Ming handed out the toys to all the children. In the middle of the part, without anything noticing, the wok slid out of the door. "Skippity hoppity ho, to the rich man's house I go." It hopped to the Lai house, where the father and mother and their spoiled son were weeping and wailing and blaming each other for their misfortune. When they saw the wok, they jumped up. "There's the wok that took all of our food!" cried Mrs. Lai. "And my toys!" whined the boy. "I'll break it for stealing our gold," vowed Mr. Lai. The wok sang out, "I dare you three to try and catch me." The Lai family chased after the wok. Lan couldn't make it very far without losing his breath, and Mrs. Lai had trouble running in her fancy shoes. But Mr. Lai finally caught up with it. To stop the wok, he jumped inside, pressing it to the ground. "Now I've got you," he growled. "Wait for me," called Mrs. Lai. "I will teach that wok a lesson." Mr. Lai tried to get up, but found that he was stuck tight. When Mrs. Lai grabbed his legs to pull him out, she slipped into the wok too. Lan finally arrived out of breath. "Help! Help! Pull us out!" cried his parents. Lan grabbed their legs but lost his balance and fell inside with them. "Skippity hoppity ho, too far away I go," sang the wok as it tumbled down the road with the Lai family inside, legs waving in the air. Dragon dancers' drums boomed, cymbals crashed, and firecrackers banged, drowning out the Lai family's cries. No one noticed as the wok sped off to the distant hills. The Lai family was never seen again in Beijing. As for Ming and his family, they opened a shop selling woks of all different sizes and styles. Every year they hosted a glorious New Year's feast for all their friends and family. And to think that it all started with a rusty wok with no handle.